It's time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the old Yakin Valley Speedway, home to the Winston-Salem Racing Series and the Funkhauser Die-Cast Racing League. 32 cars started us off in the qualifying rounds. Then we had down to 16 for the first round. Now we are down to the final 8 of the 90s stock car tournament. It's time for the semifinals. The grid is set and the drivers are ready to go, so let's get down trackside. Starting us off, you got Wiley Barlow, the Dominator, in his number 18, 1990 Chevy Lumina. Then you got Joe Martin in his number 17, 1991 Chevy Lumina. Then you got Dale Barnes in his number 91, 1991 Pontiac Grand Prix. And then finally, you got Dusty Williams in his number 94, 1992 Oldsmobile Cutlass. It's all General Motors as we go in the race one of the early 90s. Starting us off in that front inside pole position is that Dominator, Wiley Barlow. He has been dicing up the competition in every single race. Let's see what he can do today as we are set and ready for race one, which is now underway. Right off the bat, Wiley Barlow takes a nice lead as he heads into turn one. He is showing his dominance as he pulls away from the other cars. Do they have anything for him? He's already into turn three. He is just getting further and further away. He's going to be our winner of race one, followed by Joe Martin, then Dale Barnes, and Dusty Williams pulling up the rear. It is no surprise whatsoever with Wiley Barlow leading us right off the bat. He is the most dominant driver here with the early 90s, but he's in the rear row. The other drivers have a chance to move on to the final rounds as we are set and ready for race two. Down the backstretch they go. Joe Martin leads him as we head into turn one with Wiley Barlow is right on his tail, giving him a shove. Dusty Williams on the inside. Can he make the pass? No, here comes Wiley Barlow. He makes a pass on the inside of turn three. Can Joe Martin take it back? They're touching. Here they come down to the line. It's going to be Wiley Barlow once again taking that first place position. You got Joe Martin in second place, Dusty Williams in third, and Dale Barnes bringing up the rear. Wiley Barlow has been all the talk because he has been making all of the moves. He is leading us with 10 points. You got Joe Martin in second place with 8, and you got a tie for third place between Dale Barnes and Dusty Williams. What moves can be made? Who's going to be moving on to the final rounds as we are set for race 3? Down the backstretch they go, heading into turn one. It's tight between Barnes and Williams, but here comes Barlow giving Barnes a push as we head into turn two. To the chicane, can Barlow make the pass? Here he goes underneath, he tries. No, he can't. Dale Barnes cuts him off. Here we go down the home stretch. It's going to be Dale Barnes, followed by Wiley Barlow, then Dusty Williams, and Joe Martin is going to be coming in fourth. I think it's no surprise to say that Wiley Barlow is probably going to be moving on, but we still have a battle for that second place position between Joe Martin and Dale Barnes. But don't count out Dusty Williams. He's only 2 points behind him as we are set here for race 4. Who's going to be moving on to the finals? Down the backstretch, it's Dale Barnes leading him, but Wiley Barlow is right there on his tail. They're heading through the S-turn. Wiley Barlow takes a lead through the turn 2, through the chicane. Can Dale Barnes catch back up to him? They're getting close. They're tapping. Here he comes. Can Dale Barnes make it around him as they come down to the turn? It's too close to call. We need to take a look at the replay and figure out what just happened. As we watch the drivers coming out of turn 4, Wiley Barlow has a lead, but Dale Barnes has a run. He gets alongside him as they come down to the line. It's going to be Wiley Barlow by a hair. He hangs on to that win, giving Dale Barnes a second place finish. While we were watching that battle for the lead, we did not check in on our 2 drivers stuck in exit of turn 3. Let's check out the replay cam as you watch Wiley Barlow and Dale Barnes fighting for that position, but Joe Martin and Dusty Williams also fighting for that position. Dusty Williams gets cut off. He hits the tire barrier, but Joe Martin's unable to recover, and he gets stuck right at the exit of turn 3. How about that final finish, and how about these final scores? It's Wiley Barlow, no surprise, he's moving on to the final rounds, and then you got Dale Barnes with 14 points. These 2 drivers moving on to the finals of the 90s stock car tournament. We'll be right back in just a moment. Don't adjust your set, folks. No, you're not seeing things. That's right, open-wheel cars are coming to the old Yadkin Valley Speedway as the Funkhauser Diecast Racing League is proud to host the first leg of the SLANMAN Invitational. A 3-race series kicking off here at the old Yadkin Valley Speedway, so set your calendars and be ready on June 17th as we are set and ready to go for open-wheel racing. Hey guys, the SLANMAN Customs Invitational is right around the corner, and I would just like to thank SLANMAN Customs for the amazing job they've done with providing track pieces for the old Yadkin Valley Speedway. And if you would love some track pieces like this for yourself, make sure to go to Etsy.com and visit the SLANMAN Customs store. While you're there, make sure to enter promo code YADKIN10 for 10% off of your purchase. That's right, YADKIN10 will get you 10% off your purchase from SLANMAN Customs. We got local street tuners here in the house at the old Yadkin Valley Speedway, checking out the amazing 90s stock car racing action.
We're gonna be racing after we close.
Ricky, the track is shut down tight when we're not here, and if anything happens, the local law enforcement will take care of it.
I'm telling you, man, they're doing some illegal stuff.
Look, I don't have time to argue. Let's get down the trackside as we set for introductions for the late 90s. Up first, you got Wade Davis in his number 28. 1997 Ford Thunderbird. Then you got Kurt Smith in his number 16, 1997 Ford Thunderbird. Then it's James Jones in his number 44, 1996 Pontiac Grand Prix. And then you have the underdog, Neil Lewis, in his number 29, 1995 Chevy Monte Carlo. It's Ford versus Chevy versus Pontiac as we are set for race 1 of the late 90s stock cars. Starting us off on that front inside pole position is Wade Davis in his number 28 Ford machine. He's still on that mission for perfection, but you've got Kurt Smith, James Jones, and Neil Lewis standing in his way as we are set and ready for race 1, which is now underway. Wade Davis leads him down the backstretch as we head into turn 1, but James Jones is right there on his tail as we head down the turn 2. And here comes Kurt Smith trying to make the pass through the chicane, but Wade Davis makes a block as we head into turn 3. Here comes James Jones. Oh, he gets loose and turned over. Here comes Wade Davis. He's going to be the winner, and Neil Lewis comes in second place. Wow, what a turn of events. The emergency crews are checking in on Ricky!
My man, dude.
Quit pushing buttons. Watching the replay cam, you see James Jones gets loose. He hits the wall hard. It pushes him up and over. Kurt Smith slams right into him. Checking out the turn 3 replay camera zoomed in. They are all over the track trying to make that pass underneath Wade Davis, but it turns against them. They get wrecked, and then here comes Neil Lewis around with a run of luck coming in second. It seems luck is on the side of Neil Lewis. He is in second place with 4 points, right behind Wade Davis with 5. But don't count out Kurt Smith and James Jones. They both have extremely fast cars. They still have a chance as we are set for race 2. It's Kurt Smith leading them down into turn 1 with a nice lead over Wade Davis. But here comes Neil Lewis surprisingly catching up to his rear bumper. He's getting a push from Wade Davis. Here they come down to the line. He's making the pass. Oh my Lord, what a finish. That is too close to tell. We've got to check out the replay to figure out who came in first place. Checking out that finish line replay camera, we see the drivers entering the frame. Neil Lewis is trying to make the pass outside of Kurt Smith, and it's too close to call, but it looks like it's going to be Neil Lewis coming in first place. Why, Lord, what a heck of a finish. Neil Lewis wins the race. You got Kurt Smith in second. Wade Davis comes in third. And you've got James Jones bringing up the rear. My Lord, what a turn of the events as we are set and ready for race 3. What else type of surprises can we have here as we are now underway? Down the backstretch, it's Neil Lewis and James Jones. As James Jones has a slight lead in turn 1. Oh, he gets loose. He gets turned over. The other drivers have nowhere to go. They're slammed into him. It is Wade Davis all alone as we're heading down. He is going to take that first place position. My Lord, how much crazier can things get here for the late 90s crew? Speaking of crews, the emergency crews are checking in on Neil Lewis, Kurt Smith, and James Jones as they are all stuck right there at the entrance of turn 2. Checking out the replay cam, you see James Jones enters that turn hot. He gets loose and gets shoved over into the opposite lane, turned upside down as he gets struck by Neil Lewis right as they enter into turn 2. Kurt Smith with nowhere to go, all thing he can do is just back it up into reverse and give the emergency crews plenty of room to check in on the drivers. And with that triple DNF, Wade Davis is locked in. He's moving on to the finals, but Kurt Smith has to win this race and Neil Lewis has to have a DNF. If that happens, we go down to a showdown. We have one race left. Who is going to be moving on to the finals of the 90s Stock Car Tournament? James Jones has a slight lead as we head down into turn 1, but here comes Wade Davis trying to make the pass as we head into turn 2. Oh, he gets in trouble. James Jones is all alone. He's got Kurt Smith right behind him. Here to come down the line is James Jones, followed by Kurt Smith, and Neil Lewis is going to be moving on, securing his spot with that third place finish. Let's check in on Wade Davis. What a hard hit. He is sitting down there right at the entrance to the chicane. Let's check out the replay and see what just happened to him. As we're watching that battle for the first place position, Wade Davis makes the move right underneath as we head into the chicane. He gets loose, he gets popped up, and he slams the wall right there on the outside of the chicane. Let's check out the turn 2 replay camera. You see him, he gets loose and then popped up and gets slammed, and then Kurt Smith pops up right underneath him, and then here comes Neil Lewis eking around. And checking out the final scores, it is no surprise Wade Davis is going to be moving on to the final round. But the big surprise is the underdog, Neil Lewis. He is going to be moving on to the final round of the 90s Stock Car Tournament. The grid is set and ready to go. The drivers are ready. Are you ready? Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, Wiley Barlow, Dale Barnes, Wade Davis, and Neil Lewis. These are your drivers moving on to the final round of the 90s Stock Car Tournament. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the content you've seen here, please remember, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell as we bring you more exciting racing action here from the old Yadkin Valley Speedway, home to the Winston-Salem Racing Series and the Funkhauser Die-Cast Racing League. Make sure you return next week as we bring a close to the 90s Stock Car Tournament.
You've been watching the Funkhauser Die-Cast Racing League. Stay tuned for more 90s stock car racing action.